had like a biting sense of humor and a rougher sense of humor. A week 2 into this show, I was staying with my parents, and the things I was saying, the specific like Boston cursing I was doing was something they'd never heard of in their life, and they like were like aghast. They're like, whoa. I think I've been changed for the better personally. And you just, it was in me already. You brought it to life. So thank you. It's like, oh, that's so sweet. It's terrible.
Yeah, we curse really well.
You do.
Right?
Yeah, we fucking do.
Yeah.
I think we have another question down front.
I was wondering how many of the scenes in the show are ad-libbed, because a lot of the segments seem to be.
Well, I like actors to have a lot of freedom. I'm not against an actor that can't improvise, you know. And Rescue Me, there were some actors that, you know, some of the guys I wrote the parts for that are fantastic at improvising. Not just dramatic scenes, but comedic scenes as well. And if there's a guy or a chick that doesn't want to do that, that's fine with me too. I can work around that. But I really believe if you hire actors who are good, you need to get out of their way. And as a writer, I always find, no matter what I wrote, unless it's a specific like little piece of it, will be improved by the actor. So I just sometimes just go, keep that thing and go off and play with it. Or if it's like with Liz and I would say we'll put 2 cameras up, so we're both on camera at the same time. We know what the piano bench scene, the part that we knew we were going to do is the opening when I'm tinkling and I say, yeah, I want you to sit down and sing this part with me. There's actually a thing in the edit where it went off the rails of the script, of course, but it was she was asking me the right shit. But there's a point that's in there where she dumbfounded me. I mean, she dumbfounded Dennis as he was playing Johnny. She said something and I just froze. And I felt like Johnny was like, fuck. And in the edit, we were like, we have to keep that. So I like to give the actors a lot of freedom when they want it and play around, because they always make it better. Especially, like, I know Bobby can do it because I've worked with him before. Ailes is great at it. I tested her in the audition. She's fantastic at it. There's a lot of shit that just happens on the set, which I like. I think you can tell, you know? The scene where she's taking the pills away from me, even well, they didn't see that episode yet, but there's that episode where you guys asked for more money from the publishing, where we just told them, like, come in, these are the lines, it's about you two, you're gonna talk about you two, everybody gets paid the same amount of money, no matter what they do, and you're gonna present that to the rest of us. And him and fucking Rehab came in, and they fucking improvised their way around that fucking scene. It was way funnier than I wrote it, you know?
Me and Rehab it was, I don't know, someone you get a chubby doing a thin dude together, there's something funny happens historically, you know what I mean? And yeah, it was great. Like, he was so good because, you know, he'd be directing some of this stuff. He would just put a camera on us, like just one, and we were both in the shot, and it was like, just go. And you know you got something, when you hear him,
I laugh out loud. I really take. I can't help it.
Yeah, he'll fuck up the take, but you know that's when you kind of, you know, when you're filming something, you hear people going, you know, because that's literally fucking wasting money, right?
Sometimes you can't help it.
Yeah, it was good. A lot of fun.
Him and Rehab, it became like pairs. Him and Rehab, any fucking time you turn the cameras on, they would have the most ridiculous, fucking bitter, resentful conversations about music and about this song and that fucking gig. Like, it was really like friends of mine who were musicians having a bitter, fucking resentful conversation about shit that they hate about each other. She was great anytime she and I had to do anything dramatic or comedic.
You would just tell me, piss me off.
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
And Elaine, I'm trying to remember what they saw, what they didn't see. Is the scene in here about when she tells me that she slept with Bon Jovi?
Yeah, that's a great scene.
That fucking scene, I said, we're just gonna put up 2. I'm gonna walk in and just fucking start yelling at me. And you know, she was supposed to tell me that I know this sounds stupid, but she was supposed to blow Richie Sambora. That's all. And that was gonna be like, I'd lose my fucking mind, and then blow Bon Jovi. But then I realized that she was gonna say that she fucked him. And I actually kind of lost it. I was like, I can't fucking believe she fucked those guys. I don't know why the blowjob wasn't as upsetting to me, my character. So it was really upsetting to me when I realized that she fucked them, that she didn't just blow them. It's a fine line. Fine line.
I think we have another question right down front.
Well, welcome to New York City, guys. lot of good laughs, a lot of good jokes in those first 3 scenes. I can't wait to hear more. But I'm more into the music than into the comedy. What's your plans to release those songs? Are they going to be available on CD?
Yes.
Weekly.
There is a fucking vinyl copy of the album in limited release the day that the show premieres. And then, as each episode goes along, you'll be able to buy the songs from the episode and, of course, the full album at the end, which will include the serious songs as well as the comedy songs. Like, I think Chris Phillips wrote 6 of the songs from Angkor to More, the 29 songs site. Yeah, so I think 4 of those are on the record, and they're fucking. You have to hear the full 4-song medley that Rehab wrote, that Chris Phillips actually wrote for Angkor to More. It's fucking insane, the shit that he put on that fucking record. Strings, fucking bagpipes, it's crazy, you know. So there's funny shit on the record too. You know? Radiohead to Morrissey, I think, is on.
I have another question down front.
Okay, so this question is for Liz. Hi. How did working on this differ from the things that you've done in the recent past, like Nickelodeon? Was it a really hard transition?
No, it was a really fun transition. It was like all the things that I could not do, and then to the ultimate extreme, I guess. It was fun. It's liberating and cool, and it's a perfect thing for me. I didn't really need a middle step. I was just ready to go with something like this, so I'm lucky that it happened this way. I don't know, we had fun. Weirdest way to end it.
Liz was very happy. The first day I explained to her, like, no, we can say fuck, shit.
I was like, am I allowed to have sugar? Can I say fuck?
We were like, listen, we
Can
can't
I talk about boys? I'm just kidding.
we can't say cunt. That's the only thing we can't say yet. So my goal is if the season gets, if the show gets picked up over 7 seasons, I want to say cunt on FX.
It's the girls are right
I'm Irish. I can say cunt.
Come on, no, stop saying it! You said it twice, 3 times.
4 times.
Earmuffs.
One last question right up front here.
I just want to say, as far as getting big rock stars, celebrities like Dave Grohl and Joan Jett, did you guys have a list ahead of time before you started the show of people that you wanted to get on, or did people like Dave and Joan come to you and say?
Those are the only 3 rock stars I'm friends with. So I don't know why, but they're still friends of mine. So I got those 3, but my fucking dream is if we get picked up and people like the show. Like, I fucking would love David Bowie. Are you kidding? First of all, he's a great actor. Second of all, David Bowie. But I have a list, and Bowie is probably the top of it, and then I'd start to work my way down. She wants Steven Tyler. Steven
So
Tyler.
you're just checking them off as you go.
When Steven Tyler came on and she had a crush on him.
No, our plan was
delicious.
that was going to be my
Delicious.
baby daddy. We talked about that.
Yeah, she has a baby with
Season
Steven Tyler.
7? Why not?
I replaced the drummer in AC/DC. Anything's possible,
You
right?
never know.
And did you also want John Bon Jovi, maybe for season 2?
Yeah, well, I think the fact that my girlfriend
He was on Sex and the City.
fucked Richie Sambora and fucked Bon Jovi.
She blew Bon
And that
Jovi.
those guys, they hate each other right now. To have an episode where we somehow get Sambora and Bon Jovi back into the same room, but it's not even about them fighting, it's about me knowing that they fucked my girlfriend. That's funny.
It's like a tense family dinner
Yeah,
across the table.
really. Meanwhile, Johnny would blow either one of those guys if he could get some fame out of it. So,
On that note,
thanks guys.
thank